Alrighty everyone, so welcome back to Chrono Trigger. And we are now in the end game. As you remember, we're doing the Lost Sanctum quests. And last time around, I was like, gee, you know, where do we do next? Because it seems like we've hit a dead end. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, I didn't want to be wandering in circles not knowing what to do tonight. So I looked it up. If you can believe it, we did everything we're supposed to do. But because of the way they designed this DLC, which sadly is poorly, we have to leave this area and come all the way back. And if we do that, if we leave the area and we come all the way back to this area, then we can do the next part of what we're supposed to do. So I have to go all the way out and then come all the way back up here for no good reason at all. I mean, there's no legit reason to do it. It's just they designed it incredibly poorly. So let's just go ahead and beat the crap out of these enemies. It's going to take a little while. We got to leave and then run all the way back up the mountain, and then we can get to the next part. So, okay. All right. Oh, yeah, Jesse? Jesse says he's looking into accessibility in MK1. How good is it? I know that some people have worked on it, and I know that Mortal Kombat actually has been one of the more accessible fighting games up until this point. I do know that with the modern controls and audio cues, that actually Street Fighter 6 has been pretty accessible, but I think it's the menus that are the problem with that, not the game itself. I'd be curious to hear about accessibility in MK1 and how good of a job they've done. And by the way, a tip came in too, and I will shout that out in a second. But first we have to arbitrarily walk all the way down this mountain and waste time doing it, because of the way they designed this DLC. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, really? Jesse says the new Invasion game mode in Mortal Kombat 1 will be accessible. There's going to have, like, navigation assist and stuff. That's cool. You know, I haven't looked into Invasion that much, so I'm actually kind of interested in it because I'm curious how fun of a mode it will be. For someone, you know, who's interested in Mortal Kombat but not the online play, would it be something as, like, an attractive game mode? I don't know, but we're going to find out. I'm playing it this weekend, so... Yeah, this DLC is not very good, I would say. But keep in mind, it's not really DLC. What this was when this game was ported to the Nintendo DS, they wanted to add in additional content as kind of a catch to say, hey, you know, it's a new game. It's not the original Chrono Trigger. We added new stuff. But honestly, this is not very good. It's kind of very repetitive. You're running in circles. You're solving puzzles, if you can really call them that. And even as you saw, all the enemies there's no new enemies. They're all rehashes of old enemies. So nothing too exciting or really to write home about in this expansion for the DS. But we're forced to fight these repetitive enemies over and over. Jesse says, even the training challenges will be accessible, complete with tutorials that are audio described, like the trials you do in Street Fighter, the lab stuff you do with new characters. That is cool. That is really well done. She says, I tried to stay away from too much Mortal Kombat 1. I'm not completely spoiled before I play. No, right? Like, I know people keep saying, oh, did you watch the new trailer? Did you watch the new trailer? I'm like, no. Like, I wanna enjoy the story, and I'm afraid if I watch too many of these trailers, half the story's gonna be spoiled for me. Like, all I know is, from the end of Mortal Kombat 11, Liu Kang became the new Elder God, and he rewrote the timeline, essentially to stop all the chaos that happened in Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11. Like, he's trying to rewrite time a second time. And that's all I know. And that's all I want to know. Like, I don't want to be completely spoiled, you know? This is the guy. You befriended him? I knew he was right to ask you. Let me give you this for going out of your way to help him. A Nova Armor? Oh, I got a bonus Nova Armor. I didn't even know that that's what I get. I got a bonus Nova Armor. Should anyone equip that? Yeah. He should. Absolutely. I think, oh, actually, wait a minute. We should give it to Robo instead. Because now, if you take a look, basically everyone but Luca would be immune to all status effects now. Yeah, everyone but Luca is immune to all status effects. That was pretty crazy. Give you a Nova Armor. It's like the best armor in the game. Alright, so what we gotta do, I know this sounds stupid. We go out here, right? We gotta leave the cave. Ready? Sounds good, Jesse. Yeah, let me know all about the accessibility. I'd love to hear about it. Tyrone, it's going good so far tonight. Thank you for asking. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to save. And then I'm not kidding, we have to go in and go all the way back up the same way we just went. Back up to the new that wouldn't talk to us. And now that new should talk to us and basically give us questing. I know that sounds really stupid because it really is. But that's how they made this. So, alright, I received a $2 tip. By the way, it looks like most people voted for Android over iPhone. 59% to 41%. I had run a poll because today was Apple's new digital event to talk about their new line of products and phones. And people were curious, you know, what do more people like in my audience? And it was 59% for Android over iPhone. Didn't used to be like that. It used to be that a lot of people were in love with iPhone, but I think the love has dwindled over the years. Alright, so I have a $2 tip from Chocoboko. I'm here for Endgame. Never seen the ending of the game before. This will be a good treat. Yes, I'm going to do my absolute best to get through this Lost Sanctum quickly, but I don't know if we're going to get through everything tonight, but we'll definitely get to Endgame content tonight, because this is the final expansion content and side content we're doing right now. Once this is done, then we go right to the final dungeon. So, but in the meanwhile... Yeah, Jesse, this was just not designed very well. He says, why do you have to do this? Because they just did not design the expansion well. You know, I mean, take a look. We're going in and out of the same cave a million times. We're going in and out of the same dungeons a million times. My neighbor has been working on building that bridge, but lately he hasn't been coming home. I don't suppose you could go and make sure he's all right. It's not like him to be gone this long. He always used to return at night. Let's check on the bridge builder. He should be somewhere on Mount Emerald, east of the Southern Glade. So, see where we were just there. We were already there. But the game made you do everything we just did, and now we can go do it. So now we gotta go back through this Southern Glade again we just came from. We gotta fight the same stupid running rat monster here again and go back up the mountain. Knows the Real Vibe says, honestly, if I attend your MK1 streams, I'm gonna be interested in this story. To me, the online multiplayer was laggy and crappy. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. It just didn't seem very good. It seemed... Now, by the way, that was the beta, but that was a month ago. Do you really think in a month they've redesigned the netcode to make it better? But we'll see what happens. You know, I'm going to give it a shot anyway, but I am more interested in getting through the story first, and then checking out whatever this invasion mode is, and then doing online play after the fact, so we'll see. Dark and Terry says, where's Chrono? He's right here. He's right here. I'm not using him currently. What I'm trying to do is level up everyone's final abilities. And I believe all three. I think Marl did get her final ability, actually. Let me take a look. She did. But we're waiting for Robo to get his, and we're waiting for Magus to get his. So I think everyone else got theirs. I'm almost positive. Let's check here. Yup. Luca got Flare. Yup. Frog got Frog Squash. Which I don't think he gets another one. Maybe I'm wrong. Ayla got Triple Kick. Yeah, they all got, I think, their highest level ones. And I think Chrono has Luminaire. Yep. So that's it. Everything else there is fine. So we could have anyone we want. We could put Chrono in the party. That's fine. We'll have Chrono in the party. But we do need to keep Magus and Robo in the party to level up for now. Then after that, if you want, we could try to figure out how to do their triple techs, which I've completely forgotten how to unlock those. So those are specific techs only for a party of 3 people, and it's all 3 people working together to do an attack, which is really neat. But honestly, they're not very useful. They take too long to cast, and they're powerful, but like it's much better to have everyone either using their most powerful abilities or like the most powerful double team abilities. So I never really use them. They're nice, they're fancy to look at, but they're not really very practical. So Just Sonic did a super chat. Says, if I didn't continue streaming, what skills would I contribute to the job market? I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's a good question for you guys. Out of all the job skills, or skills in general, that I've exhibited on my streams, what kind of skills do you think I could apply to something outside of being a live streamer? What do you think? I mean, I sit here and I talk in front of a live audience all day. I'm pretty good at discussion at this point, I would say. Because of that, I'm good at running projects and things. But take a look, I've only run my own business now for over a decade successfully, right? I don't know. It's probably quite a few things I could apply it to. I don't know though. A writer for SNL. Wow, I don't know about that. Jesse says, are you capable of avoiding monsters in this game? Yes, you are. The monsters, unlike Final Fantasy, where it's random encounters that just happen anywhere on the screen, in this game, the monsters are on the screen. You see them. Now, some monsters you can actually walk right by and sneak by, but others, no matter what, when you get in a proximity to them, will trigger, and then you have to fight. Right now, I'm fighting them right now, as you can hear. So it's kind of a mix. You can skip a lot of enemies in the game if you so desire, but there's scripted fights you absolutely must do no matter what. So, Corinne's is voice acting. The thing is, I would love to probably do like voice acting, but as I've heard, the industry is very, very exclusive. You need to be in the known group to doing it and stuff like that. So I doubt I would get in, but I appreciate you saying that. Real estate sales? I don't know why you think that. So anyway, Jasonic, thank you for the super chat. Okay. Here we go. So, here we go. You need something? I help you. I be your friend. Have you encountered a man attempting to construct a bridge upon the mountain? I see him. He built bridge alone just past here. There is a high probability that the man you saw is who we seek. Will you allow us to pass? Okay. Why didn't you just not block the bridge to begin with, genius? Alright, here we go. New area with awesome music. Brave heroes, help! My thanks. I fear I'd not have survived much longer. I've been toiling away at this bridge, but the work takes a good deal out of a man. Seems I grew a tad careless, and I lost my footing. If only I had someone with more brawn to assist me, it'd be some time before I finish at this rate. Why not use a new? They've strength and stamina enough. You have an idea of someone who can help? My pardons. It would be most gracious if you could inquire on my behalf. So you see what we're getting at here? So now I go back and I talk to the new. Do you see why this is tedious? You need something, I help you, I be your friend. We have a request for you. Would you be willing to assist in the construction of a bridge? Yes, I try. I want to help you. So there you go. This is the assistant of whom you spoke. Yes, it is. His strength is far greater than it appears. Please exercise caution. I see. Well, I suppose if you say so. All right. I strong. Well then, haste makes waste. First things first. There we go. Love this music. You aren't so bad at all. No, I'm not bad at all. All right, next we need to. What's the matter, new? Hungry, can't move, need food. Oh dear, this is a problem. Please, I beg you, bring this new something to eat. Why do we not ask the villager if there is somewhere we might obtain food? Oh, you know where you might be able to get some food? Wonderful, I'll wait here with them. So yes, we have to leave, go all the way back down the mountain, go back through the swamp, back to the town, talk to the guy, tell him we need food, get the food, walk all the way back up the mountain, past the rat, past the beetle, past the enemy. We have to do all this over and over, and this is why this DLC / this DS expansion kind of stinks. It is just total time-consuming stuff, because you have to go back and forth like a ton of times in order to do this. Oh, I agree. Jesse says, I would like to see a remake of this with voice acting in these parts of the story. I would love for this game to be remade at some day. Oh, by the way, Robo just learned Proximity Bomb, so I think that's his last ability. No, he still has to learn Electrocute. Never mind. He's behind everyone for some reason. Anyway, no, I would love to see this game get remade with modern graphics and stuff. That would be amazing. Even if it was remade just with 3D graphics, but it still was top-down, old-school style like this, I would still love it. But man, can you imagine if this got the Final Fantasy VII Remake treatment? What a cool game it would be, right? It would be amazing. And by the way, if they changed the plot line, and this one, it would make sense, because they could simply say that someone else messed with the timeline and changed time again, and that's why the story is different. Unlike Final Fantasy VII, where they still really haven't justified anything, right? Is New a different type of Balthazar? Yes, all these News are robots made by the guru Balthazar. So any New you see in the game is a robot, essentially. And we got it. Mash through. I mean, it's going to take a while. I would love to beat the game tonight, but this freaking Lost Sanctum takes a long time because of all this backtracking. So dumb. At least you guys are here to hang out with me, because this would be boring if I was doing this by myself. Alright, another sock out of here. There are no shortcuts. We have to do this like 3 more times. I'm not kidding. We have to do what I'm doing right now like 3 more times tonight. Going up and down, fight the enemy, up and down, fight the enemy, up and fucking down. Gotta keep doing it. Get him, Chrono. He missed. Oh, he missed. It's the worst time to miss. Well, I'm glad that the playthrough has inspired you to play the game again. Many people said the same thing about my GTA 5 playthrough over last month for my anniversary. Stop stealing my MP, stupid son of a bitch. You're a little crappy enemy who should die with 1 hit. You're being very annoying. Now suck my fist. Ugh. It's really up to you guys if you want to see me do this. The thing is, we already invested a whole stream in it, so it kind of makes sense that we would keep going, right? Oh dear, he's hungry? Well then give him this for me. Hearty lunch. So now we gotta go back. The fellow's been around for a very long time. I don't know if my cooking will be anything like what he's used to, but I hope he enjoys it. Jesse asked, wasn't Final Fantasy VII Remake the one that had the real-time combat? Yes. They changed the combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake to be a completely different combat style, although it did have a classic mode that played like classic Final Fantasy VII as well. I'm just not aware of a single person who used it. I wanted to use it, and people gave me shit and told me, no, how dare I? I better play the new style, don't do the old one. So I didn't. Okay. Big Mac says, I don't think that turn-based combat is fun anymore. It's outdated. Well, I don't know. I disagree with you. I think that turn-based combat still has a place. I don't think every RPG should be turn-based combat. I think that it's fine for certain RPGs to not be turn-based combat. But I also think that it's sad that we've got tried and true RPG franchises that are turning to more action just to cater to people who want to mash buttons. Final Fantasy 16 is the big case in point on that one. Dude, the combat of that game was so bad. So boring, repetitive, not rewarding, super annoying because it was more tedious than anything. I didn't have to look at the TV. I was just mashing buttons half the time playing the game, and I went through the whole game like that. That was pathetic what they did with that game, and there's no excuse for it to be like that. Besides, oh, we're catering to people who don't like the old school. Well, then make another franchise. Don't ruin the existing franchise that plays well in that style. Anyway, you know, that's my take, and a lot of people disagree, but there's a reason why the game sold poorly, and why Square Enix had a horrible quarter, you know? Okay. We're still freaking climbing back up the goddamn mountain. We're still climbing up the mountain. Now we're going down. Now we're going up. We go up, then we go up here, and now we gotta fight the dang beetles again. Here we go. No Sleep Real Vibe says turn-based combat is great because it gives you time to think before you do an action instead of rushing down. Well, yeah, it's not button pushing. Exactly right. It's more strategy-based. Especially the older, tougher RPGs make you use strategy. It's not just simply doing the same thing over and over in most situations, except one like here where we're already over-leveled and we did it a million times and I can mash the button. Cypress TV asked, did I ever play Half-Life 1? Yes, I did. Played it all the way up through where Black Mesa ends. Never completed the game, because I played the Black Mesa remake. I never played the original. If they ever have a full-on remake of it, maybe I would consider playing it from start to finish. But I only played Black Mesa up to where Black Mesa ended many, many years ago. The Blimp says, any chance you'll visit Baldur's Gate in the future? Yes, there's always a possibility. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I have received a generous tip. I received a $50 tip tonight from Lisa Lou, who says, Phil, I wanted to show some support. Well, thank you so much, Lisa Lou. That is incredibly generous. $50 tip. And indeed, with that tip, we have achieved the Gunner glasses. So thank you very much, Lisa Lou, for a $50 tip. That gets us up to 57 total dollars in tips tonight. Now climbing to the 100. Remember, if we hit 100, you guys get to vote for a hat for me to wear. And thank you so very much. Cool. Thank you, thank you. Love the music. Love the music of this game. Alright, let's go give the new his food. Oh, are they? Cybers TV says they are going to remaster Half-Life 2. That's pretty cool. You brought him food, thank you ever so much. Look, he was frozen in place the whole time. Of hunger. Frozen in hunger. Tastes good. A reptite in the village worked very hard to make that for you. It is no wonder it tastes so good. Oh, she made this. I feel strong now. I work hard again. Can I ask favor? Speak. I get hungry, I can't work. Why you bring me food? Old monster have good food long time ago. Sweet yellow thing, I like that food. More food, correct, understood. So where? What old monster? I'll watch over this new, please hurry back if you can. So what old monster are we fighting for the food? I know, because I have the guide, and I'm sorry guys, I just don't want to do this forever. So according to the guide, okay, we have to go all the way back to 65 million BC. And if we go to the swamp in 65 million BC, and to the northeast, there's a bunch of bananas. He wants the freaking bananas, if you can believe it. So we have to go get him bananas from 65 million BC. What? Again, if I didn't have that guide, how would you know that? The game didn't even say that at all. So how would you know that? So it's time for tasty banana. They're going to squeeze them right into their mouth and eat them. Tasty banana. Actually, I don't know the song. I would sing the banana song right now, but I don't know the banana song. I legit don't know it. What is the banana song? I don't know how it goes. I would totally sing it right now because it's actually pertinent, but I don't know how it goes. How does it go? What are the lyrics? What are the lyrics for the banana song? No, not the peanut butter jelly time song, but that was a one with the banana. The dancing banana. Magus learned Dark Matter. That's Magus's best spell, by the way. So now, isn't it true now we could do the triple tech if we wanted? So what, do you guys know the triple techs in the game? If anyone wants to look them up, if someone could look up Chrono Trigger triple techs and how to do them, I would like to learn them, but I don't know how. It's only certain party members in certain situations. So if someone could look that up, we have time now because we're grinding here to do this. We could actually do it while we complete this. If someone would look it up, I would appreciate that. But in the meantime, we got to go all the way down the mountain, all the way back. And we got to go to 65 million BC and get bananas. How does the banana song go? I want banana, a tasty banana. Put it in your mouth and squeeze on the peel. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. I don't know how it goes. The banana song that apparently I sang playing Donkey Kong 64 like 3 years ago. I don't know how it goes. I've only sang it once ever. I made it up on the fly, but people are so dumb. They listen to it over and over, so they like memorized this song that I literally made up on the fly, and I don't remember. Was it close? It's not. You don't think it's dumb. You don't think a song that I made up on the fly to make fun of how bad Donkey Kong 64 was is dumb. You don't think it's dumb. I think it's the dumbest thing, and I made it. So I can tell you it's dumb. If you like that song, that's really stupid. Okay. Thank you to Cypress TV for becoming a member tonight. I appreciate that, Cypress. That will get us up to 628 members tonight. Thank you so very much. Will we, I mean, this is an honest question. Will we hit 1,000 members again for the busy gaming season? I'm curious. If it's going to happen, you would think it would happen in October or November, right? Because usually those are the months with the heaviest amount of releases and the most people come into streams for the exciting stuff. So I'm curious what will happen. I guess we'll see. Let's, hold on. Let's get free heals here. Let me get free heals from this person over here. There we go. All right. Rahul just did a super chat. Says, thank you for that. Was beautiful. Nice seeing you so happy. Oh, I made it up. Okay, Brian says, here's the attacks. Chrono, Frog, and Ayla. All right. Chrono, Frog, Ayla. Here's one. So let's try to learn that triple tech. Because we can learn it. Let's see if we can learn it. He says that one is called... Oh, it actually doesn't say what it's called. But apparently we can learn it. Or try to learn it. Then there's Delta Force. Oh, there's Arc Impulse. Chrono, Marl, and Frog. There's Delta Force, Chrono, Marl, and Luca. That one makes sense. Alright, let's continue. I'm going to try to learn this triple tech while we do this. Jesse, I'm glad to hear that the cars in Forza are sounding good. Final kick, Chrono, Marl, and Ayla. Alright, I'm going to try it. Let's do it. Let's learn this one first. Brian, keep that list handy, okay? Keep that list handy, and once I learn each one, then let's go to the next. Alright, 65 million BC it is. Here we are. Why? Who said that? Willow says, I'd be surprised if we got 1,000 members again. Why would you be surprised? You realize that when we got over 1,000 members, I only had like 300. It was an insane amount of gifting around this time of the year. It happens. People feel generous and, you know, then the community gets a ton of gifts. It happens, man. Okay. So. Gotta fight the stupid frog now. And then we can go get these bananas. These tasty bananas. Yes, it was fall of last year when we got the 1,000 members. Over 1,000. Yeah, this is the problem. There's nothing wrong with this expansion content. Oh, there it is. We learned it. We just learned it. We should actually try it in the next fight. So it's called 3D attack. Let's try it, and then after we do that, let's do another one. Actually, we know what I should do. It doesn't matter. Let's get these bananas. They're apparently up here. Oh no. Are they not here? It said northeast. I'm in the northeast. Let's try the triple attack right now. Let's see what it looks like. Ready? So here it is. It's called 3D attack. It only attacks one enemy. Let's see what it does. Look at this. Here it comes. First triple attack. A triple slash. 7,000 damage. 7 freaking thousand damage for a triple attack. God damn, that was damaging. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, there it is. We got the sweet banana. That looks savory enough. Must it not be the food of which the new spoke? Yes, it is. The new needs the banana. The tasty banana. Squeeze it in your mouth and taste it all around. Anyway. So wait, what was the next one? The next one was what? It was Chrono, Marl, and Luca, I believe, right? That's another one. So let's do that one. Just Sonic did a super chat earlier and I missed it. Said, did I regret not taking Keem's cash? Not in any way, shape, or form. Nope. It was completely the right decision to do. They did another super chat and says, what was your overall thoughts on the vest streak? I think it was a really awesome thing. It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I don't think we'll ever get another streak like that again, quite frankly. I think it really was people feeling very positive about my content. Keep in mind that it happened at a time when I was going through a really bad time in my life. I was going through a bankruptcy. I needed that help to really get through it. And people were feeling very generous. They loved the content I was putting out. And, you know, I was very appreciative for it. And, you know, I'm very happy it happened. If it didn't happen, things would not have been as good as they are now. You know what I mean? Like, things probably would have gotten a lot worse. So I'm very happy that things went well and I got through that hard time in my life. But I'm also happy that not every stream is about that anymore. I don't want every stream to be about hitting the vest goal. It was ridiculous. It really was. Like, it got completely dominated. Streams about the vest. Did you get the vest? Did you get the vest goal. I don't care about the vest goal. Every stream, I just want to play and chill and have a good time with you. It's not about the vest goal or hitting support or putting on a vest. It's so stupid. It really is a stupid thing. It was just a silly thing to do. It wasn't meant to be something that was going to take over the streams, you know? Okay. Let's get these rats out of here. And then after that, we should earn this triple tag. Okay. Ice Sword 2 dual tech and Delta Force triple tech. So we actually learned 2 different techs there. Cool. No, wait, what was I doing? We're going up here to the mountain. No, where's the mountain? Shit. It's to the right. I'm trying to remember where we're going. We're going to the mountain. Here, this way. Ugh. I can't be distracted. This thing takes too long. So now we're going to try this new triple tech, and then we'll do the next one. We have 3 or 4 to unlock. Alright. Nosy Real Vibe says, I'm assuming the check attacks are going to be super useful. I mean, they do insane damage. The bummer is you need all 3 characters to be charged. So, who's going to heal if everyone's doing the attack? You see? Alright, let's try this one. So here it is. It's called Delta Force. Let's see what this looks like. Delta Force triple attack. Look at this. The power of fire, ice, and lightning all at once. 3,000 damage per enemy. So the one triple attack we did, the triple slash move, was 7,000 to one enemy. This was 3,000 to 3 separate enemies. See that? Okay. What's next? What was the next one? You guys had said there was one with... Did you say there was one with Robo? I don't remember. Who are the characters for the next one? I know you said there was like 4 or 5 of them. Good evening, 672. Yeah, they didn't remake the music. That's correct. They never remade the music in this game. This is still the original music we're hearing. Chrono, Luca, and Frog. Okay. Alright, it'll be another new one. Chrono, Luca, and Frog. Let's see what that one is. When you get Chrono to high level, he casts Luminaire, and Luminaire is 9,999 damage to every enemy on the screen when he's high enough level. So that's essentially the best attack in the game. 9,999 to every character or every enemy. Oh, look at this. We've already been playing for half an hour. Do we really make much progress? Not really. We're still backtracking. We gotta give this freaking banana to the new. Alright. Damn! 1914 damage, because I think that's the gun she has random damage. Amazing damage. Counter attack, baby. Yeah. Alright. Frog Flare and Delta Storm. We just learned Delta Storm, so we'll use that next. Alright, let's save, because we just did a lot. Good evening to Jason. How are you, Jason? Welcome. Alright, here we go again. Oh! You bring food? Yes. As promised. Thank you. Yes, this is sweet yellow food. Now I can work. You wait, I build bridge. The bridge is almost finished now, thanks to all this help. You should check back from time to time and watch how things are coming along. So, if we leave, and we come back, what happens? The bridge is almost finished now? Oh, it's in the same thing? Now, wait a minute. Let me see here. So, construction will continue, the quest will end. Okay. So let's see here. The next one is, we have the Saint Stone. Get ready to check out the mountain twice more. After talking to the reptile who sent you on the time quest to begin with, take the Saint Stone back to where you found the first Prisma Stone. So now we have the Saint Stone, correct? Yes. So now we have to go back to 6 million BC, and we have to talk to a reptite there, and they'll say, "Oh, you should go put the Saint Stone back where the Prisma Stone was." And then we have to do that, and then we have to come all the way back here to get another new stone, and that continues the quest. So yes, we're still going back and forth, if you can believe it. Alright, here we go. It's time for Delta Storm. Let's see what this looks like. Love that counter critical hit. Okay, here it comes. Delta Storm. Look at that. Whoa. Fire, water, lightning. Boom. 0 damage. It did 0. The beetle was immune to it. The beetle was immune to the triple tech. Wow. How amazing. Amazing graphics. 0 damage. We got completely owned. Alright, well anyway. So who else is next? There's another one, right? There's one with Ayla, you said? Who's the one with Ayla? Isn't it Ayla, Robo, and someone? Is it Chrono, Robo, and Ayla that's next, I think? Chrono, Marl, Ayla. Okay. And then after that, we have 2 items to equip that are manual items you equip to get the triple tech enabled, and we could try those too. Well, let's unlock this one first. Yeah, it was definitely immune to... I think those bugs are immune to magic in general, which is why it was a complete waste. I'm sure it probably would have done good damage otherwise. Okay. Ugh. So now we got to go all the way back to 65 million, talk to someone in a cave, right? We're going to talk to someone in a cave. They're going to say, bring the Saint Stone up the mountain. Then we got to come back up here in 65 million and put that stone there. And then we got to come back again to get the new one in this time period. And then I think we're near the very end of this expansion, by the way. Okay. What did it say? Did we get it? I think we got it. It was called Lifeline. Oh, I wonder what it'll be. Is it like a group? Maybe it's a group heal. It might be a group heal. Lifeline? It sounds like it. I guess we'll find out. Okay. See you tomorrow, Kagome. Sounds good. After we finish everything in this expansion, then yes, we go right to Black Omen, which is the final dungeon. But I don't know how long this is going to take. Right now, we've been playing for what? 40 minutes, and we're still not even... I mean, we got to do this Waystone. Then after the Waystone, we got a quick dungeon and bosses to fight. And then we got one more leg of this after the bridge is completed, and then that's the real end of it. So... All right, Jesse, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Sounds good. So here, let's try this. It's called Lifeline. Let's see what it does. It definitely looks like a healing deal. Here we go. Whoa, look at that. So you know what it was? I think it was the ultimate, like, revive. I think it would have revived everyone. If anyone was dead, I think they would have come back to life. So, the thing is, what's the point? It's a triple tech. So how could it revive someone? If it's a triple tech that requires all three of them to be alive, how could you revive anyone? I don't understand that at all. What was that? You know what that might have been, actually? How much you want to bet? That's an auto revive. So if you die, you automatically revive yourself. I think that's what that was, actually. Because it wouldn't make sense to do a triple tech when everyone's alive that revives people. So I think that's what that was. Okay. Yeah, I know, 672. Gas prices have gone up yet again. Here they're over $5 in Washington State for no good reason. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, this is what our government should be tackling, but instead they're sitting around with their thumbs up their asses doing literally nothing. So that's our great effective government in the U.S. Okay. So, we need to go talk to the same Reptite who we talked to about the Satan Stone before, I believe. We never found the rusted blade yet. I don't remember who it was. We resembled local delicacies. So now this person fucking super chats and says something incredibly awful. So fuck you and get banned. Jeez. Oh, here we go. You need something that will shine in the darkness. The Prisma Stone is said to absorb light. Perhaps if you set a stone like that in the sun on a high peak for a long time, it would absorb enough light to shine on its own. Get it? So what they're saying is, go place the Saint Stone that we made back where we got the original Prisma Stone, and it'll change over time. So that's what we're about to do. Jade, you watching Lost Judgment still? Still enjoying it? This is on part 29 now. It's good stuff. It's a great playthrough. Great game, great playthrough. Oh, so now I have the item I need to equip. I have two items. I believe one is called like the black gemstone and one is like the blue gemstone. And those you equip, and you manually, by equipping those items, get new triple tags. So, if anyone wants to look those up, the gemstones, and figure out who I need in my party for those, because I know one of them is Magus, I would love to do those as well. I know Brian was looking them up earlier. Thank you, Brian. No, I'm not going to do the Sonic Frontiers DLC. I have no interest in doing it. Don't have time to do it regardless, even if I wanted to do it. Proximity bomb. Look at this. Wow, I did a lot of damage. That was a pretty damaging move. Proximity bomb. Look at that. Brian's Eternal Darkness Eternal. You need Morrow, Luca, and Magus. And if I remember correctly, that's the black gemstone, correct? There it is. Eternal Darkness Triple Tech. Alright, we're gonna try it. I'm glad you're loving it, Jade. Let's keep going. Love this music. If it weren't for the music, it would suck, but the music's great. Good evening, Purple Aki. How are you? Crimson Tide said, I would like to see you review the Atari 2600 coming out in November. If someone gifted it, would you? The problem is, if you're not aware, that Atari 2600 is essentially not an emulation device, but a real game console that only plays the original Atari cartridges, of which no one has. Eternal Darkness. Here we go. Alright, Eternal Darkness. We're going to try it. Eternal Darkness Triple Tech. This is from the Black Gemstone that we found hidden in Shala. Look at this. Look at this ability. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. 5,000 damage to the bird, 0 damage to the beetles, because the beetles are completely immune to magic. Looked amazing, though. What's the other one? What's the blue gemstone one? Because that's the last one. Then we've unlocked all the triple techs that we can do. Okay. Like Grand Train from Final Fantasy VI? Yeah, same exact graphical deal, actually. Correct. Crimson Tide says they give you a cartridge with 10 games on it, but that's it. You're right. So this new Atari 2600 coming out, it looks just like the original Atari 2600. The difference is it's HDMI out. You can play these Atari games now on HD TV and all of that. But the catch is you need to actually own Atari cartridges and plug them in. And I think it's compatible with all Atari cartridges. They say like 2600, 52, 7800, all of them. But yeah, it's like you have to own those cartridges. What if you don't? Well, I don't. All right, here we go. Place the Saint Stone here? Yes. There you go. The Saint Stone. This essentially is the same plotline as the Sunstone. Really? It's just you have to backtrack to these dungeons to do it, but it's exactly the same situation. Oh my god. This might be the last time we have to come to these prehistoric times, though. I think we have to come here one more time once we have the better stone. And then that's it. Because I think the cave that's too dark is actually in here to the left. Would original Atari cartridges be crazy expensive now? I don't know. They very well could be. I'm not sure. Because obviously I haven't bought an Atari cartridge. When I know for a fact Atari cartridges used to be dirt cheap. Like, no one wanted them. They were like a few dollars each. This was like 10 years ago when I started as a YouTuber. I used to go to retro game stores with like John Rambo. And if they had Atari shit, that shit was always cheap. Because they mass-produced the living crap out of that stuff in the 80s, so it wasn't rare. But now, I mean, you're talking another 10, 15 years later, maybe that stuff is a lot more rare to find it operational, so maybe it is actually worth a lot of money. I don't know. Luca levels up. So what? Anyone know what the last one is with the blue gemstone? The blue gemstone item with the final triple tech is, because I'd like to try that one too. That's the last one to try, and then we've done them all. It's Omega Flare with Luca, Robo, and Magus. Okay. Blue gemstone. Okay, that's the last one. See, those are kind of annoying because you need to have the item equipped to use them. The other ones, we already learned them, so they're always, as long as I have that party, I can use them infinitely in the future. But it's kind of annoying. You have to have a whole accessory slot wasted to use those triple techs. By the way, were there any other triple techs I missed at this point? Besides black gemstone and blue gemstone, was there another gemstone that I'm not aware of? Here we go. Ready? Omega Flare. Look at this. Oh my god, it's like a satellite cannon blasting the ground. Whoa! Alright. That was very exciting. Blue double bomb dual tech. Nice. Satellite cannon. Whoa. Past the frogs. The frogs. The froggies. The little froggy boys. Okay. The Budweiser frogs. Now, this was before the Budweiser frogs. They were after this. Maybe the Budweiser frogs were inspired by Chrono Trigger. You ever think about that? It very well could be. Alright, so now we place the stone. We now need to go back to 600 AD, same spot in 600 AD, to get that stone. Then we got to go back in time again to get it. No. Yeah, we have to go back in time to use it to get into that darkened room. That's right. And we do that, and I think there's a dungeon over there. And then there's one final dungeon where the bridge is being built, and that's the end of this expansion. So we're getting there. It's taking forever, but we're getting there. Shout out to Big Mac, who re-upped their membership, and that counted as a new membership tonight. So thank you very much. We're now at 629 members. Thank you so much, Big Mac. All right. Oh, well, we gotta fight the stupid rat again, indeed. Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably going to need another stream to beat this game. I don't see how we're beating it tonight. You know, we're getting there. We're making progress, but we probably got at least another half hour to beat this. And there's no way that we can do the whole final dungeon and the whole final boss fight and the whole ending within like another half an hour. It's just not going to happen. Like I said, this Lost Sanctum DLC is something else. It's really not well done. You get good items for it, supposedly. I mean, I already got a freaking Nova armor out of it, but it's just not well thought out or designed. It's just a lot of tedium. What it's meant to be is like endgame content for those who love Chrono Trigger and you just want more Chrono Trigger. Keep in mind, Chrono Trigger was what, the first half of the 90s, and this came out in the what, mid 2000s. So you're talking over a 10-year gap. So they're like, oh, let's do some fan service content for everybody, you know. Don't want to try other triple techs? I thought we did them all. I thought that was all the triple techs. Brian, there are no one. There are more. I thought that was all of them. If there's more, tell me what they are. I'll do them. I thought that was it. Fire Zone, Ring of Fire, Chrono, Luca, and Robo. Okay. All right. Try that one. I didn't even know there was another one. Fire Zone. I'll try to unlock all of them. Dun, dun, dun. See, at least we're doing other stuff. At least it's not just me running up and down this a million times. Shia says this would be better to do throughout the game. Actually, Shia, these enemies are pretty tough until the end of the game. So you probably wouldn't be able to do this throughout the game. This doesn't even unlock until you have the epic. And the epic is at the end when all the side content opens up. So you can't do this technically until the last optional segment of the game regardless. Okay. Oh, Rahul. No one's putting gemstones up other people's butts to unlock a triple tech. What you're saying is absolutely ridiculous, irreverent, and absolutely disgusting as well. I can't believe you would say it on my stream. Okay. Alright, Ring of Fire. We learned it. The Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. The Ring of fire. Alright, here we are. The stone shines with an inner light. You have obtained the Waystone. So now, we must return once again back to 65 million BC. Yes, and that is where the Waystone will shine and light that dark room. Yes, this was originally a Super Nintendo or Super Famicom game. That is correct. It came out around the same time as games such as Final Fantasy 2 and 3, also known as 4 and 6 worldwide, as well as Earthbound came out a little bit after this. So they were all in that line of games, all kind of dominating the JRPG landscape at the time. Can't use it on them. That triple attack, remember, they're immune to magic. There was no point in using it there. Okay. We will have to come back one more time here to 600 AD, by the way. We have to do it one more time. So we go back in time one more time, we do a dungeon. We come back here one more time, we do a dungeon, and then we're done. Then we've done everything in Lost Sanctum. So we're getting there. It's just incredibly tedious to do it. Okay, here we go. Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. Wow! That looked incredibly weird, and it only did 1,000 damage. So that was shitty. That was super bad. It wasn't good at all, actually. That was incredibly disappointing. Wow. Only Ice Coffee just dropped a 5-member bomb and then a 1-member bomb. So 6-member bombs, but no one has accepted them yet. Bird is the first recipient of a gifted membership tonight. Bird was the word. Kazama Goku got one. Random Michael got one. Elroy Wrong got one. Experiment N got one. And Dragon Master B 101 received. So 6 gifted memberships there. Thank you so much, Only Ice Coffee, for the support tonight. Let's get out of here and I'll update the leaderboard. Get out of this fucking thing. It's taking forever. Oh my god, 672 just gifted a membership. Who will that one go to? That one went to Deuce Nice. Deuce Nice. Congrats, Deuce Nice. By the way, if you guys or gals or whomever just got a gifted membership, please be sure to thank the person who gifted you it. Be nice. Be grateful, okay? So people are going out of their way to support the community, and you absolutely should say thank you. Saying thank you goes a long way. All right. So back to 65 bajillion BC again. Okay. I received a $2 tip. A $2 tip. So here we go. Said, Phil, I'm a big fan. I've been watching for a while. I'm going to start contributing. Thank you for that. Question, would you ever consider doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game? First I have to land. There we go. It's pretty big. I'd love to see how you feel about 80s horror and that game genre. Well, it's as I've said. Oh, he says, thanks for the awesome content. I wish I could give more. It's all good. Never say you wish you could give more. Every little bit helps, and I'm grateful for any support anyone gives me of any type. Thank you. No, the reason I didn't play it, 2 reasons. Number 1, it came out during essentially the month where I was doing a bunch of anniversary events, and those were way more important. Number 2, it's a freaking asymmetric horror game, of which there's 5 zillion. And I've played many of them, and I enjoy them. But it was like, dude, it just didn't feel very original to me. It's like another asymmetric horror game with a new horror license that didn't have it yet. I just didn't feel like it was too special, so I never bothered with it, you know? So that's why. Now, it's on Game Pass. Maybe I would eventually play it. But right now, I'm in the midst of finishing up games to make room for new games. And there's going to be pretty much crazy amounts of non-stop new games coming out. So I don't foresee myself having time to really play the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game anytime soon. If anything, maybe people would want to see me play it during my Halloween marathon. Keep in mind that in early October, the nominations open, where you guys can finally start nominating games you'd like to see during that event. And that would be definitely the apropos time to possibly see if I would play that, I would think. So, there you go. Okay. So we gotta go all the way to the west. 2 big swollen frogs. Oh wait, I didn't even get this. Look. Mid-potion. I didn't even see it. Look at the size of those frogs. They're huge. Wait, is this the right way? Maybe it's not. It is. It's in this cave at the end. Okay. Humongously swollen frogs. Only Ice Coffee did a super chat says, thanks for being inclusive these days. Yeah, I started saying, you know, like good morning or good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, because I don't care. I don't care how anyone identifies. Why would I give a crap? What is it? How is it even my business? Right? I don't care. I remember I've always been of the impression, as long as you're not essentially harming others, you have the right to be happy however you want to be happy. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't care what you want to call yourself. I don't give a crap about any of that. Right? It doesn't matter. Oh, okay, Robo. My visual sensors do not function in total darkness. We should go back. But I have the stone. What are you talking about? I have it. Did it screw up? Because I have the waystone. Yeah, it glitched. Because it says... now that I have the waystone, I'm supposed to talk to a reptite first. If I talk to the reptite about this cave, it should trigger the fact that that waystone will light the cave. Even though I have the waystone now, and it should light the cave, I have to talk to the reptite first about it, apparently. That's incredibly stupid. Do you see what I mean about this DLC? It's not even really DLC for this expansion content. It's not very good. It's not well executed. Why, when I was at the top of the mountain, did I have to completely leave the area, come back, and then the new would move? It doesn't even make sense. So now I have to go all the way back. Yes, I'm not kidding. I have to go all the way back to the entrance, go back into the reptite village, talk to a reptite, come all the way back here because they designed this so poorly. What a bunch of jackasses. Well, Jade, if you're going to watch all my Yakuza playthroughs, you've got a lot of ground to cover, because I've played them all except for 1 and 2. I got, I think, 3. Is it 3 I played, or was it 4? Actually, I think I started with 4 now that I think about it. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Dead Souls. Is this the one? Here it is. That stone, it shines like the sun. With that, you should be able to find your way even in the deepest darkness. Go and see what lies in the darkened cave. How dumb was that? So now that we agreed to this, now we can go do it. That is incredibly stupid that I had to do that. So now let's go rest up. That was really dumb. Kiwami, no. I started Yakuza Kiwami and we didn't get very far. Basically, here's the problem, all right? What ended up happening was they started releasing new Yakuza games along with the remakes back to back. And so in 1 year, it was like a new one, and then Kiwami, and then another one. And people were like, dude, this is too much. So I started Kiwami, and basically people got kind of burnt out and didn't want to see it. So after only playing it a few times, I dropped it because the audience just wasn't into it. Which is a shame because I've never experienced Yakuza. I played 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Dead Souls, if I remember correctly, right? Those are all the ones I played. And of course I played Judgment and Lost Judgment. But I've never played the first 3. No, I was not a fan of the TV show Jackass. I always thought it was stupid, quite frankly. I was never a fan of the prank culture and prank shows. None of it. I don't watch prank shit on YouTube. I think it's dumb. I don't find it entertaining. Some people do. More power to you if you like it, I guess. I don't like it at all. Jade says he skipped Yakuza Dead Souls. Did you purposefully skip it? Are you ever going to watch it? Because if you like zombie horror, you'll like it. It's just a weird one because it's not canon. It's a what-if scenario. What if zombies invaded, you know, Tokyo or whatever? Okay. We're almost to new content, guys. Almost. Punch the bat in the face. Alright, so now this room should light up. Here we go. Finally. Wow, that was amazing. There's a path ahead, so let's go. Alright. Whoa, look where we are. Alright, let's save. Let's put the part here. And now we actually have a dungeon to do. And after this, if I remember correctly, there's like another dungeon and then the finale. So, we're making progress in the Lost Sanctum, guys. Thanks for being patient. Let's continue here.